Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This year I've been on 3 very different cruise ships. So most recently I've been on MSC Virtuosa, which launched last year to the market. Just before that I was on Valiant Lady from Virgin, which actually only launched about a month before I got on, so launched this year. And a few weeks before that, so back at Easter, I was on P&O Ventura. And Ventura actually launched back in 2008, so definitely the oldest of the 3 ships, and to that end, definitely the most traditional of those ships as well. I think if you were to take Ventura on one side and put Valiant Lady from Virgin on the other, you probably couldn't get 2 more different ships if you tried. Now, in terms of the ship itself, so Ventura is what they would probably class as a mid-sized ship, so it's capable of holding just over 3,000 guests and about 1,200 crew is the official figures. And I have previously sailed with P&O, but on Britannia, and Britannia is a much bigger ship, and certainly I felt that when I was on board. I took a good bit longer to get my bearings on Britannia, but it actually felt pretty easy to navigate around Ventura in comparison. Now on that ship, I ended up booking a balcony cabin. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll probably hear me talking about how I don't tend to stay in balconies unless the price is right. And with this one, the route that we did, we went out of Southampton and we visited one port in France, one port in Spain, and then one port in Portugal. And that week that we were on, for whatever reason, the prices were pretty low. I met people on the ship who had paid £500–600 for their cruise for the week, and when I looked at the jump from an inside cabin to a balcony, it was only coming in about £150 more expensive. So I thought, okay, for a week it's definitely worth it, so let's give it a go. And that's the room that I'm here to give you a bit of a tour of today. So we're going to look at a standard balcony on Ventura, and yeah, I'm really keen to see if you would stay in this kind of cabin in the future. Now, just before we go on and look at the cabin, if you find this video useful, if you enjoy it, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel, which you should be able to do by just clicking the button directly under the video. But yeah, for now, let's go and look at the room. Okay, so the cabin that we're going to look at is R209. Now, I have never before this sailed with P&O before, so I naively thought that the R in this room number meant that the room would be on the right hand side of the ship. And the other side would be L209, for example, but obviously that was completely wrong. What happens is P&O name and number each of their decks, so deck 14 in this case was also called the Riviera deck, so this was cabin 209 on the Riviera deck. Now, when you first go inside, you'll see on the right hand side you've got this. Some people really like this, but I've got quite a lot to say about this, so we'll come back shortly. But you've got this kind of large walk-in wardrobe area, I guess, that's fully open when you come in. But we're going to go around and go into the main room itself. Now, what you have to remember with this room and with this ship in general is that she launched in 2008, so you cannot compare this cabin to what you would get on a brand new Virgin ship or a brand new, even a brand new P&O ship. It's a completely different offering, and actually this cabin reflects really well back to, I guess, what a luxury cruise ship would have looked like back in 2008 when she launched. Now, heading to the other side of the cabin, you'll see that you've got your bed with your 2 bedside units with with lamps. Then you've got a sort of individual workstation here, which was totally fine for one person to do a bit of work at during the day. And then heading outside is really what you pay the money for a balcony for. I mean, the view out there was just absolutely brilliant. The only thing with this cabin is that you can see in the video there was a very slight overhang from the rooms above. That's because the pool deck is pretty much above you here. You're quite fortunate that you've got rooms directly above, but that top deck is always a little bit wider to accommodate, well, I guess to accommodate everybody up there. So you did tend to find you were in the shadows quite a lot in this cabin. Now, moving back inside, we'll go straight across the room. You can see on the right hand side, we'll come back to it, but you've got tea and coffee, you've got like a coffee table there as well, so there's plenty going on in here. And then going straight over to the climate control. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I quite often dislike when the option is just to go hotter or colder, because it can often mean the fan is just on all night, but this one was alright, it was quiet enough, so no complaints there. And then in here, P&O being a British cruise line, you can obviously make tea and coffee in your cabin, which is, yeah, I think a really good addition when you're cruising from England. Now, going round to the part of the room that I kind of feel strongest about, I guess, it's this walk-in wardrobe. Now, I genuinely find that it's so difficult to keep this area tidy during your cruise. So if you do meet anyone and you have them over to your cabin, or even if you're cruising with friends and you are like meeting up for drinks before dinner one night, your entire wardrobe is just open. Now, a lot of people really like that because there's loads of hanging space, but I would definitely rather have even a curtain, to be fair, on this section just to hide everything during the cruise. And then going into the bathroom, not really too much to report in here. I mean, it's totally fine for what you need. There's actually quite a lot of storage, so you've got 3 full-size shelves over on the far side there, and then you've also got some other bits that's kind of like underneath the sink, so plenty of room for storage. The only thing that draws this room back, this bathroom back rather, has got to be the fact there's a shower curtain. It is 100% my pet hate in a hotel, on a cruise ship, anywhere in life. I hate a shower curtain. From a toiletry perspective, everything in here is the White Company, so yeah, really good. Thumbs up from me. So yeah, that's a quick tour of room R209, which is on deck 14 of Ventura. Now, thanks very much for watching. As I said earlier, if you found this useful, if you've enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and give us a like while you're on there, and that would be brilliant. But for now, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Thanks, bye.